Oh yeah, we getting bougie up in here today, Raider Nation. Welcome back to the Raider D podcast. If you're brand new, make sure you stick around because I'm going to tell you some stuff that might just blow your mind. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Raiders and Raiderettes, it is the biggest mystery of what's going on with the Las Vegas Raiders today, and that is what the heck is going on with Geno Smith? Why haven't the Raiders given him a contract? And why hasn't this dude done a press conference? Not even going on any social media and doing an interview with anybody about being a Raider. Well, I've been scouring the internet for hours to find out what is going on. I've been hitting up sources and trying to figure out what's going on. And here's what I've come down to, and I'm going to share it with you right after this quick sponsorship break. Guys, I just want to tell you one thing. If you are in any kind of way familiar with the natural disasters that have been happening, you need to have some type of battery backup. And there is bang for the buck, just not a better option out there, in my opinion, if you just need a small power station that's not going to break the bank, and that is Vtoman Solar. The Jump 1800 or the 1500, and they even have smaller units as well, are really great for a couple of different applications. Number one, having some power in case the power goes out. You keep that thing fully charged up and the power goes out, it'll run your TV, it'll run your refrigerator, it'll run your small appliances, anything that you need. You can plug it in. It has multiple plugs in the front of it, and it will really get you out of a pinch and get you through some hard times when the power is out. But if you're out on the beach and you want some power, if you're out on a job site and you want some power, the Jump 1800 is my go-to for my portable solar power solution. And so I highly recommend it. Go and check them out. Links are down in the description and in the shopping cart. All right, Raider Nation, what is going on with Geno Smith? Let's talk about it, because everybody is getting a little bit nervous as to what is really happening with him. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't think that we need to be nervous, but there is something going on. So after doing a ton of research and reaching out to a bunch of insiders who may or may not know what's going on, here's what I've come down to. Number one is that there is some distance. It's not a big distance between the two camps of Geno Smith and his camp and the Las Vegas Raiders and John Spytek, but there is a distance there on the guaranteed money and the base pay, how much he's going to make every single year. The length of it is not the issue right now, according to everything that I've been able to ascertain. And it really just comes down to that guaranteed money and how much he's going to be making every year. Now, the Raiders would like to back in that. They would like to put it, towards the end of his contract. And the contract is right now rumored to be around a 3-year contract extension. So that would give him about a 4-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders. 35-year-old, going to be playing till he's 38, 39 with the Raiders. That's a really good deal for a guy who's really not done a whole lot of winning. He's done some, and he is a good quarterback, and he's definitely an upgrade over a Gardner Minshew. But he's wanting $40 to $45 million. Now, remember, he turned down a contract extension with the Seattle Seahawks. He wanted more money and more guaranteed money. And now that's a sticking point with the Las Vegas Raiders. So what's going to happen if the Las Vegas Raiders are not able to make a deal with him? Well, number one, the suspicion out there that nobody's really talking about, but the suspicion is that the Raiders are trying to pawn this off until after the draft. Now, why would they do that if they're sold 100% on going after Ashton Jeanty at pick number 6? Remember, John Spytek was just at Boise State and went to their pro day. Now, John Spytek was the only general manager there. Now, they had scouts from other teams, but the only GM was from the Las Vegas Raiders. That's a big deal because, and that's why I said in yesterday's video, it kind of looked like he spilled the beans on who he is really interested in. The fact that he went there and didn't just send his scouts and his running back coach by themselves tells a lot. So if that's the case, why would they wait until after? Here's why they would wait. If Geno Smith is given a long-term contract and he poops the bed, then you have no other option because you're not going to go quarterback. And if the Raiders wait until after the draft, you just don't know if a quarterback is going to fall to you. There's been a lot of moves going on with teams ahead of us, like the New York Giants, the Cleveland Browns, the Jets, all these other teams. They're all been making moves in the free agency to get and solidify quarterbacks. So they may pass. Maybe they don't believe in Shedeur Sanders 100%. Maybe they don't believe in Cam Ward 100%. Maybe they're going to pawn it off until next year when there's supposed to be a better class of quarterbacks coming in over next year and the year after that. Maybe that's the strategy, and you end up at pick number 6 with a Shedeur Sanders sitting in your pocket, with a Cam Ward sitting right there on the board, ready for the plucking. And if that's the case, then the Raiders would be wise to go and draft their franchise quarterback for the long-term future, rather than putting all the eggs in the basket of a 35-year-old who is going to be trending down in his career over the next couple of years. And so this gives the Raiders a lot of leverage. Maybe the Raiders say, go ahead, let's just stay with the 1-year deal. Let's make a run at it. And if Geno Smith is just fire this year and we make the playoffs and maybe make it to the Super Bowl, maybe win a Super Bowl, then you can franchise tag this dude. And then if that doesn't work, maybe you give him a couple of year really big contract, a $50-60 million a year contract. But you've got to make sure that you're being smart with it. And this is what the Raiders are doing, in my opinion. They are being smart by not just going all in, going crazy, and giving him a boatload of money and a guaranteed contract for the next 2 to 3 years that locks the Raiders in. It shows that the Raiders are being a lot more intelligent. John Spytek is being a lot more intelligent than what we've had at the GM position in the past, where we've made blunders in contracts. They are being cautious. They are taking their time. And the number one thing that I have found out of all of this is neither side is panicking. According to Geno Smith's side, from insiders, not my insiders, just from the research that I did, from people close to the situation with him, they are saying he's not panicked, his team's not panicked. Negotiations are very amicable, they're very friendly, and they are progressing forward. From the Raiders side, they are taking their time because there is no rush. They don't have to sign him. He's not, indicated that he's going to hold out, not show up for training camp or anything like that. They're going to wait until after the draft and see what happens. And after that, then you can expect that Geno Smith will get his contract situated one way or the other. Either he's going to be here just on the 1-year contract, or the Raiders are going to not have a quarterback this year and they're going to go ahead and sign him to a 3-year extension. Guys, if you love this type of information where I'm bringing it to you every single day, the best of my ability, make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button and supporting the Rated E podcast, because we cannot do it without you. And salute to all of the members who have joined, who are putting their money where their mouth is to support the Rated E podcast. Salute to each and every single one of you. I appreciate you. Your names are on the board. Let's go, Raiders.